All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about one of the biggest, most enduring mysteries on the entire planet, the Great Pyramids. I mean, for thousands of years, they've just been sitting there in the desert, and we're all left wondering, how on earth were they built? And maybe more importantly, why?
So what's the real story here? You're probably going to want to forget everything you think you know, because the source material we're digging into today offers some truly mind-bending answers that challenge our entire view of ancient history.
To even begin to understand this puzzle, you have to get a sense of the scale. The Great Pyramid of Giza alone was built using an estimated 2.3 million individual stone blocks. It's a number that's almost impossible to even picture.
And we're not talking about small, easy-to-carry bricks. No way. Some of these stones weighed up to 17,000 kilograms. To put that into perspective for you, that's like 3 large elephants for a single block.
And this right here brings us to the great engineering puzzle. How in the world did an ancient civilization, without any of our modern technology, pull off a construction project of this magnitude?
And this is where the problem becomes almost unbelievable. The source points out that even our most powerful modern cranes can only lift around 20,000 kilograms. So the ancients were working at the very limit of what we can do today. But it wasn't just about raw power. The precision is absolutely staggering. The joints between these massive stones are so tight you couldn't slip a human hair through them. On top of that, they were built with shockproof and earthquake-proof technology. Seriously, how?
Well, when you're faced with all these seemingly impossible facts, the source material we're looking at makes a very bold and direct conclusion. It argues that the only logical explanation is that the pyramids weren't built by humans, at least not by humans alone.
So let's explore this first major theory that's presented, the extraterrestrial connection. And the clues, it suggests, are hiding in plain sight for all of us to see.
The source argues the proof isn't just in the engineering, it's literally carved right into the walls. It claims that if you go inside many of these ancient structures, you can find clear images of UFOs, flying machines, and beings that look, well, decidedly alien.
Then the source introduces some very specific and pretty unusual testimony. It brings up a Russian boy named Boriska, known as an Indigo child, who claims he's a reincarnated soul from Mars, and he says he was actually a spaceship pilot who personally visited ancient Egypt and helped build the pyramids.
And Boriska doesn't just offer a wild story. He gives a specific, tantalizing clue. He claims that there's a secret mechanism to unlock the mysteries of the Great Sphinx, and it's hidden in a very precise location, right behind its ear, like a hidden switch just waiting to be found. But the whole alien theory is really just one layer of this. The source material suggests there's a deeper, almost spiritual dimension to how these structures even came into existence. This wasn't just about building, it was about pure creation.
The theory here is pretty mind-blowing. It's that the pyramids weren't actually quarried and lifted in our physical world. Instead, they began as a divine thought, a sort of blueprint in a higher, non-physical plane. This subtle version was then gradually materialized until it became the solid, physical stone structure we see today.
To help explain this, the source uses an analogy from Hindu scripture, the creation of the legendary city of Dwaraka. It says that this golden city was first created by the divine architect Vishwakarma from a single thought, in a subtle realm with a golden atmosphere. Only over a very long time did it finally manifest in the physical world. The pyramids, this source suggests, were created in the exact same way.
So, if these incredible structures were materialized by gods or built with alien help, what was their real purpose? The official answer is always tombs for pharaohs, but our source proposes they were something far, far more advanced.
According to the source, the pyramids were actually incredible pieces of multifunctional technology. Think about it. Communication devices to contact higher worlds, meditation chambers to amplify the power of your thoughts, power plants generating electricity from gravity, and even intergalactic radio transmitters. And, of course, they also worked as landing bases and signal beacons for UFOs.
Now, this whole line of thinking isn't just confined to Egypt. The source suggests that this exact same pattern of impossible construction and hidden knowledge echoes across other ancient wonders, and even into the very nature of human genius.
Just take a look at the Kailasa Temple in India. It wasn't built up,
It was carved down from a single solid mountain. An estimated 400,000 tons of rock were removed to create it. But the source asks a critical question. Where did all that rock go? There is no trace of it for miles and miles. It's just gone.
From ancient architecture, the source then pivots to a mystery of the human mind. It connects these physical enigmas to those inexplicable flashes of genius you see in people like the brilliant mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujan. Where did his revolutionary ideas come from?
This leads to a fascinating theory called group souls. The idea is that souls exist in these collective groups. When one of them is born on Earth, its counterparts in a higher, subtle realm can actually help it out by beaming down knowledge and inspiration directly into the mind, through thoughts, equations, or even dreams.
I mean, think about it. Ramanujan himself claimed his complex mathematical formulas came to him in dreams from his family deity. The source also brings up Stephen Hawking, suggesting his amazing ability to formulate profound theories about the cosmos, despite his near-total paralysis, was only possible with help from these alien souls in that subtle world.
So in the end, after exploring all of these theories of alien builders, materialized structures, and divinely inspired genius, we're left with one final, really provocative question. Does all of this point to the possibility that our ancient ancestors, through some connection that we've now lost, actually knew far more than we do today? It's a thought that kind of changes how you look at everything.